Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising, here is your tarot reading for Taurus season. Are you abandoning things too soon, or are you right to leave them behind? Well, let's look and discover. We start off with the Magician card, all about ingenuity, the conscious mind, about strokes of inspiration, ideas, thought forms, but also about mastery. The Magician has this ability to take an idea and run with it. Interestingly, the Magician is linked with the Trump number 1. We've just coming out of the first zodiacal house of Aries and moving into the sign of Taurus. So I feel as though there's certainly ideas that are still germinating, still coming through. Have a look and have a reflection on what you initiated within Aries season. Were there new plans? Were there new ideas? Were there new projects? And this is in some ways a bit of the crux point, really, because I'm going to jump ahead just for a moment. We have the Ace of Wands at the end of your reading too. And the Ace of Wands, in many ways, is the close-up to the wand that the Magician holds. And we have it bookending your reading. Now, this is in two forms. The Magician has this lemniscate, this infinity symbol above his head, and he knows that energy is never created or destroyed. It simply takes on new forms and new shapes. And if I had to say a narrative with these cards, it's almost like these ideas that you had initially and you wanted to get off the ground and you're really excited by them, and these strokes of inspiration leading to frustrations and heartache. We have the Lord of Sorrow here with the Three of Swords, and it just, there's feelings of things raining on your parade, things not perhaps going as well as you'd hoped. My guides are showing me an image of the Magician in the laboratory and things kind of blowing up in the face, and we were trying to mix things and blend them together and make them work, but what seems to be happening is a bit of a disaster after disaster after disaster. But please know that this isn't all doom and gloom by any means. We move on to the Eight of Cups, the Lord of Abundant Success. And you can see here the protagonist is moving away from the cups, moving from those things that he has spent a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of resource into. And interestingly enough, I've just spotted that the red cloak very much echoes the red cloak of the Magician. So I feel like this is the same character. And he's really given his all, and he's really tried hard, and he's really tried to experiment. And this is a feeling of you, but for whatever reason, there are frustrations and setbacks that are expressing itself. And that will lead to the Seven of Wands energy, this slightly toing and froing, should I stay, should I go? It's the Lord of Unstable Effort. So it's this real push and pull of, am I meant to carry on? Am I meant to persist? Am I meant to endure? And just kind of tuck in my elbows, get my head down and push through, very much in the way that Taurus does best. It's a very resilient sign. It's an ability to carry the yoke of responsibility, has the ability to, to kind of push through quite challenging periods in time. And that's going to be your dilemma, and that dilemma may express itself in many, many different aspects of your life. It could be indicating or talking about, just go back my dog down. That could be talking about or indicating relationships. Should I stay or should I go within relationships? It could be around works. For me, it's mostly around projects and ideas, but this energy could very well spill over into different aspects of your life. As we well know, Pisces sign is two fish almost swimming in opposite directions. So this slight degree of indecisiveness, this degree of push and pull, isn't an unknown entity for you, Pisces, but it very much coming to the fore. What's one thing I just want to mention quite briefly is the fact that this energy is unique to you. There seems to be quite a common thread with most of the other zodiacal signs, but you almost seem to be having your own party and doing your own thing. Again, hardly surprising for Pisces. So that's in some ways quite exciting to see. So don't be surprised if you're feeling slightly at odds with your friends and loved ones and colleagues, and they seem to be dancing to a different beat, so to speak. But this by no means is problematic or challenging, especially in comparison to some of the challenges that are appearing for some of the other astrological houses. I feel like you've got off lightly for certain. Loving your Tarotscope so far? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so that you never miss a reading. Drop your favorite emoji or share your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing from you. And check out the pinned comment below to find your rising and moon signs for a full 360 view of your season ahead. You'll also find a quick link to sign up for email alerts so you're always in the loop when a new Tarotscope drops. Now let's get back to your reading. And why I mentioned right at the beginning with this Ace of Wands energy is that I really get the sense that you'll put things down, you'll leave things out of frustration, out of feeling a bit crestfallen, as expressed by the Three of Swords. And by leaving them alone, by giving a bit of space and time, you pick them up again and you go, actually, this is really great. I remember when I did my MA and I did some illustrations and I found them recently and I looked at them and was like, oh, these are pretty decent. These are great illustrations. And sometimes we just need a little bit of time so we can become objective about things again. So what I'm saying in a roundabout way is if you find that there are things that you are a little bit frustrated by, that you feel that aren't kind of necessarily taking form or going in the way that you perhaps hoped for, could you put them down and pick them up? That's one option. The other expression of this spread also talks about, okay, perhaps the form that that idea, that relationship, or that project is taking at the moment isn't quite right. Maybe it does need transmuting. Maybe it does need to be used in a different expression, in a different way. This is in part why I mentioned the lemniscape before, because it's about things ebbing and flowing. Just as our thoughts and energy ebbs and flows, sometimes it waxes and wanes. Sometimes it looks as though it's just about to burgeon, but then it has to pull back again so that it can burgeon in a different way. I would really encourage you throughout Taurus season, don't throw out your baby with bathwater. Don't just kind of jettison everything and discard everything. It's going to be a bit of a balancing act, and the only person that can answer this, Pisces, is you, as to whether actually, do I just need to leave this alone? Has it done its thing? Have I tried my very best and it's not going to quite work in the way that I'd hoped and anticipated? Or do I need to leave it for a moment and come back to it? Or does it need to take a different expression? It's like the same elements, the same building blocks, but in a different form. And this is the way to look at those aspects of your life that you're feeling a little bit frustrated about, particularly when they're new ideas and new adventures. It's absolutely the right time to be considering these. We are moving into spring. This is about new energies. This is about new beginnings. So it's not that you're barking up the wrong tree by any means. It just needs a bit of objectivity, and it does mean that something needs to shift, and that is for you to decide upon. It's really lovely to see. I know some of those messages might be a little bit challenging, but it's really lovely to see the Magician at the beginning and the Ace of Wands at the end, because, put another way, regardless of the frustrations and the challenges and the setbacks and those annoyances, you will pick it up again, and it will take a different form, and it won't have been for naught. So it's really, as much as as hard as it may believe, it does look very, very positive on the whole. Does that help? Does that resonate? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you. But until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful Taurus season, Aries. Have a wonderful Taurus season, because I spoke about Aries, Pisces, and have a lovely time. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.